Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are going to talk about building your digital foundation from the ground up. We're going to zero in on the two most important tools you'll need to get your brand off the ground and online. So, let's jump right in.
All right, so you've got this amazing idea, right? You're all fired up, ready to build your brand, get your store online, or launch that newsletter you've been dreaming about. It's such an exciting moment, just full of possibilities. But then, almost immediately, that first big question hits. What tech do I actually need to make this whole thing real?
Bam! This is where so many of us just get stuck. It's like you hit a wall of endless options, confusing pricing plans, and all this technical jargon that sounds like another language. It's so easy to get paralyzed by all the choices before you even lay the first brick. But don't you worry, we are going to cut right through all that noise today.
Okay, to make this super simple, let's break it down like this. Your two most important tools are your web hosting and your email marketing. Think of web hosting as your digital home. It's your address on the internet, the actual space where your website lives for the whole world to see. Email marketing, that's your direct line. It's how you build a real, personal connection with your audience, right inside their own inbox. If you get these two things right, you've built an incredibly strong foundation for everything else you want to do. All right, step one, let's talk money. We've got to decode that price tag. Because trust me, when it comes to these tools, the flashy price you see on the homepage is rarely the full story.
When it comes to web hosting, the first thing you'll see is this classic trade-off. Do you want to save money or do you want flexibility? You can get some absolutely killer deals if you're willing to commit for a longer term. A provider like Hostinger, for example, can get you down to around $3 a month if you sign up for a few years. But if you want that freedom to change your mind, you can go month to month with someone like HostGator for maybe $12. It costs more, but you can walk away anytime. The rule is simple. The longer you commit, the more you save. I mean, seriously, how low can these prices actually go? Pretty low. If you're willing to lock in a long-term plan with a provider like HostGator, you could be looking at a price that's less than a cup of coffee per month. That is a tiny, tiny investment for your own piece of digital real estate.
Now, email pricing, that's a whole different ballgame. You've got two main models. The most common is pay-per-subscriber, which you'll see with platforms like Aweber. It's simple. The more subscribers you have, the more you pay. But then you have a pay-per-send model, like with Brevo. Here's a quick tip. If you plan on having a big email list, but you only send emails once in a while, pay-per-send could save you a ton of money. If you're going to be emailing your list all the time, a subscriber-based plan is probably more predictable.
And look, if you're sitting there thinking, is email really still a big deal? Just look at this number. We're talking about almost 4.5 billion email users around the globe. Email is not just surviving, my friends, it is absolutely thriving. With that kind of potential reach, picking the right email tool isn't just a minor detail, it's one of the smartest moves you can make for your brand.
Okay, so price is a huge piece of the puzzle, but it's not the only piece. Once you've got a budget in mind, it's time to get to the fun part, matching the features to what you actually need. Because at the end of the day, the best tool in the world is useless if it doesn't do what you need it to do.
No matter what you're building, an e-commerce site, a blog, whatever, there are some things that are just non-negotiable. Think of these as the absolute must-haves. You need a simple drag-and-drop editor, so you're not fighting with code. You need a free SSL certificate. That's what puts the little padlock next to your URL and keeps your site secure. You'll want a one-click WordPress install, basic analytics to see who's visiting, and for sure, reliable customer support for when you inevitably have a question. Don't even consider a tool without these.
But if you're in the e-commerce game, selling products online, your checklist just got a little longer. You need to look for tools that are built for sales, like Klaviyo or Omnisend. These things integrate right into your store, so they can automatically send emails when someone leaves an item in their cart, and this is the best part, they can track exactly how much money every single email you send is making you. This is when your email list becomes a money-making machine.
Now, what if you're a content creator? You know, a blogger, a podcaster, a newsletter writer? Your world looks a little different. Your focus shouldn't be on abandoned carts, but on things like monetization and audience growth. So you'll want to check out platforms like Beehive or Kit, which are designed to help you launch paid subscriptions, grow your list with cool referral programs, and even team up with other creators.
Okay, so you found a tool that works for your budget today. It has the features you need right now. But what about 6 months from now? A year from now? This is a big one. The final step is to make sure the tools you choose today won't box you in tomorrow. You got a plan for success.
Think of your web hosting journey like leveling up in a video game. You'll probably start on level 1, shared hosting. It's super affordable, perfect for when you're just starting out and don't have a ton of traffic. But what happens when your site goes viral? It might start to slow down. That's when you level up to VPS hosting.
With a VPS, you get your very own dedicated slice of a server. It means your site stays lightning fast no matter how many people are visiting.
And it's the exact same story with your email marketing tool. Starting with a free plan, like from MailerLite, is an awesome way to get your feet wet. But you'll notice the limitations pretty quickly. You'll have a cap on subscribers, only basic automation, and their logo will be on your emails. When you're ready to get serious, you upgrade to a pro plan. That's when you unlock the really powerful stuff, like advanced automation that sends emails based on what people do on your site, you get priority support, and you get to make it all look like your own brand. It's the move from a side project to a real business.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground, right? Price, features, growth. So how do you actually pull it all together? Stop the endless research and just make the final call with confidence. It really all boils down to this super simple 3-step framework. Just run your options through this mental checklist. Step 1, your budget. Do you understand the pricing and are you okay with the commitment level? Step 2, your needs. Does this tool actually help you do what you want to do, whether that's selling products or building an audience? And step 3, your future growth. Is there a clear path to level up when you succeed? If you can check all 3 boxes, you've found your winner.
You see, picking these tools, it's not just some boring technical decision. This is you laying the very first brick for that incredible thing you're about to build. It's the first step in making your dream a reality. So the only question left is, what's the first brick you're going to lay?